Good morning, guys. Today we're gonna be doing a roof wrap and a hood wrap on this F2023 F350. It's gonna have a black cap up top, and I'm gonna show you how to remove the third brake light and these roof antennas on both sides. It's gonna go black, gloss black. It's gonna be cut very nicely in here. Both those roof antennas are gonna be coming out all the way through. It's early in the morning. Sun's still rising. We're gonna get it. It's Labor Day. Gave them a Labor Day sale. Labor Day hookup. Let's get it. We work on the day of the labor. See you inside. All right, so first things first, you're gonna pull this back, the weather stripping. You just pull it down here and you just bring it down to this top corner. And on this bottom one, you bring it up to where it's on the base here. So you have plenty enough room to get this whole piece free. This is a F350. I'm not sure the other models, not looking at it right now. But on this plastic trimming in the inside, all you're gonna do is pull it forward, okay? And then use your prying tool if you need to. Make sure the seats are up and the headrests are off. With the headrests, you should be able to just push in the buttons on the side here, both hands, and then slide these up. They'll come right off, just like those. And then we pop these back, and then we'll drop the roof liner. When we drop the roof liner, I'll show you inside what you need to remove the antennas. Okay, so for this little safety device here, it's up in here on this top piece right here. It'll be connected in there. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna push it up right here. You're gonna wanna push it up, and then when it gets to where you can see it in here, you're gonna wanna twist it so that this is lined up with that slot. There's a slot right here that it goes into. And you're gonna wanna push it up and twist it so that this bottom safety will go through first. And then when it goes through like this, then it'll turn back to normal. Then you can pull this one through and you'll release this safety so this holds it from the airbags. So when the airbags go off, this doesn't come flying at you. So this will come out like that, and then you'll be able to pull this thing out more towards you, just like that one on that side. And then we'll pull the roof down, and I'll show you the bolts that need to come out and the antennas that need to be removed so you can release those caps. All right, now that we got both of them down and we're ready to pull this down, before we can pull it down any further, we got to remove these shirt hangers, clips. I'm not sure what they're called, but all you need to do is there's this thing in the middle. You just pry that down with your pry tool, and then you get your 25 Torx, I believe. I think it's 25 Torx, and then you just remove those. And then once you take those out, then you'll be able to pull these down, and then we'll be right back for the 10 millimeter for the antenna. So correction, it was not a T25, it was a T15. And all it is that one little screw, and it just slides right out. And what I like to do, I like to throw them in the little cup holders on the door so it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't get lost in all their stuff that's in here. And then we do the other side, and then we'll be for the antenna real quick. All right, guys, now we're at the back, and it's okay if you have like a little baby crease right here. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna drop the whole headliner on both sides. It's gonna be permanent. What we're looking for is that blue little clip right there. Let me see if I can get it to focus. That right there on this side, and there's one on the other side, and then you see that little green clip right there. We're gonna have to remove that, detach it from that clip, and then unscrew this 10mm on both sides. Do that to both sides. Both of them have a clip. I believe the other side has 2. It might have 2. I'll have to check it. And then this one has the 1. And then after you remove that, you should be able to slide the antenna right out. All right, for this one, it was the 10mm as well, and it's a great clip and set, so you know it's the passenger side. And I thought it was this harness that goes all the way down in the middle there to connect, but it's not. It's this one that runs to the antenna, and it's a little purple switch right here on the side. There was nothing connected right here, so I guess no need to worry on that. And then it just unplugs there with this clip. I already unclipped it, but you just push that in there. You just push that and it comes out real easy. And now for these to come out, there's clips on the side that are holding it tight, so you're not going to be able just to pull it straight out. So you're going to want to push this little clip in. You see that clip? You're going to want to push it in and then feed it up, and one on the back as well. And you're going to push it in with your finger and just feed it up like that, and it'll be free on the top. And then we'll be on the other side. All right, now we're up here and we have the antennas. They're loose and ready to come out. You just pull the wire straight out like that, and it has left for left side. This the right one has an R for our side. Set that here. You gotta work around this man's stuff. It's no problem. It don't hurt nobody. That's how he makes his money. That's how we make ours. Right here. Pull it out. And R for R. And we'll be able to do a full clean and clay bar of this. Take off all the dirt. We'll unscrew these. I think these are T25s. If not, they're T15s. And we take those out, and then we'll be able to clean all this up. And then we'll be able to do a nice clean job with this roof rack. And then after that, once the cleaning's done, we'll get to it. And then we'll make it happen. And we'll be done. We made that money. Let's get it. All right, guys, these ended up being T15 screws. And when you're getting ready to remove this, all you do is pull it out towards you. Okay? And there's only one clip in there. And it's usually right there, but I guess it's underneath in the inside. So, good thing we have the liner drop. Let me see if I can't expose it. Yeah, no, it's connected. It's connected down in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna put this back here so it doesn't fall when I disconnect it. Shove the wires in there, temporary, and just clip it back in there in the spot that it hold. And we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna disconnect the clip. All right, there we have it. It was this big great clip, and it was in the very middle. You see where that little tab is sticking out? That's where it was connected. Let me show you. It was in the very middle, so I had to use both hands to get up in the inside, in the center, and then it was right there on that one right there. So all you do is just reach up under there. You don't have to see what you're doing. Just feel your way. Push the little button. It's on the bottom side, and then it'll unclip real quick. You'll be ready to pull it out and get to cleaning up top. All right, and the last thing we're gonna need for this install, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this 15mm on the inside of the door. It's gonna be right here on the back. It's gonna be on both sides. And you're gonna come around and you're gonna remove this weather trimming for the door, for the window. And when you pull this up, you're gonna kind of want to turn it in so that these clips they release easier, and this one doesn't break when you pull it out the bottom at the back. Because this little plastic right here on the bottom, that's easy. It's very brittle. It'll break. And that's all we need to get done for this. We don't need to remove the roof rails because we're able to tuck and cut with the rat. And we're gonna get to cleaning all of this up right here. You see all the birds. He's from out of town. He's from about an hour away. And he's always driving. You can tell he has like a oil field truck, or he works in the yard. He works somewhere. You can tell that he's always on the road. So there's a bunch of bug guts on there, and it's real dirty up top. It doesn't look dirty. It's a 2023, but it's gunked. It needs to be cleaned. It needs to be clay barred, wiped down, alcohol wipe, and then install. We're doing a whole roof cap up here. So this whole piece is coming from here. All this is going to be black up top. This is going to be black, and the hood is going to be black. So next step we're going to do is remove the other side with this piece, and then we're going to get to cleaning. All right, and I forgot that there's going to be a 10 millimeter in here for the fender, the top, and then there's going to be, it looks like about an 8 millimeter on the inside. You just open the door. Just open the front door, and it comes in right here and right here, and then this fender will be able to pop out, so you'll be able to get deep in here with the rat, and there will be no white showing when we're done. So it looks very high quality, very professional. So for bug guts, I like to use a special formula. You get it at the dollar store. It's called Awesome. I know you know the color if you know what I'm talking about. It's a yellow bottle. You just spray it on the bug guts like that. I just like to let it soak in there. Just get it all everywhere you can. And since we're doing the whole hood, I'm just gonna go ahead and degrease the whole hood, because we're gonna clean this anyways. It don't hurt anybody. Thing $3 a gallon. So you be generous with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it all down like this. Now up top, these are some bug guts. Some more bug guts. Up in there. So we can spray it down right there, and then spray down the whole roof, and everything else is just dirt. Like if you're looking up real close, you can see that it's dirt. It will clean up real nice. But to get those bug guts off, I like to use this stuff, and it pretty much dissolves it. You can see, look at that, it just comes right off. All these bug guts with my finger. Yeah, it comes right off. Gonna clean it right up, clean up this whole thing, go underneath the edges with the alcohol, and then we'll come back with the clay bar. Or no, we're gonna go to the clay bar, then the alcohol. Same thing with the roof and everything else around it. We're gonna, even though we're not wrapping this, we're gonna want to clean all this up. We're gonna want to go at least down to here with the clean, so that way none of the dirt comes up on your rack. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray down the hood where we're gonna work. I'm gonna do the whole front end like this. I'm only one-handed right now. My girl's on the way. She's gonna take over on recording for me. But here's your clay bar, and you're just gonna go where it's nice and lube, and you're just gonna go over the whole body, back and forth, to where it's nice and smooth. You can feel all the grit underneath from all the dirt that's sitting on there. This thing will go ahead and pick it up. You can already see how it's turning a little dirty. Just get all up in there. Take all the remainder of the stuff that you couldn't get off on. See some bug guts right there. Come right off. You can see that's a rock chip. You can feel it. There's a little divot. It's not anything that's gonna come off, so you don't gotta worry too much. But you can see areas. You see all the grime that's in there. You go ahead and clay bar that, and you can see how it just picks all that up that was stuck to the clear coat. It's gonna go ahead and remove all your little particles that you can't see that are in there. And we're gonna go ahead and do this whole thing. And we'll be right back. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do, we got everything all clay barred. It's looking real nice. Feels real smooth. Everything feels real smooth to the touch. There's no grime anywhere. Up top, we did the same thing. Clay barred the whole thing. It's been about an hour and a half since we've been on the disassembly and the cleanup. And the last thing we have left to do is put the alcohol on it and then clean it all up. This is blue, tack cloth, Magnum blue. And what this does is it takes all the little grime and dirt off of there. So it's real sticky, that's why I put the wrap glove on so it doesn't get on my fingers. It's not super sticky, but it's enough to where you'll feel like a glue layer. So what you do with this is you get this. And any little dust particles that are in the air flying around. And since we have the door open, I've been working like this for forever now in the open environment, so I know how to maintain dust and be working quick in between getting from there to here, so where there's no dust particles or anything like that in the air. So this helps out a lot right here. So if you come in here and you look, so it'll pick up, well, you can't really tell on this white car, but it'll pick up any little thing that's settled in the air since we've done the cleaning and marking down the alcohol. You never know when it's settled down on you, especially with the door being open. You just go around the whole hood like this, overlapping strokes, and then by the time you're done, you do it quick. I do a lot faster than this, but since I'm showing you the process, this is how it's done. You can see the dust and particles that it picked up. It's not too bad, but it's bad enough to where that all that would be underneath the rat. You just set that aside, put that back in your bag, and you'll be able to unfold it and use other parts of it for other areas of the rat.